Yeah, hi, my name's Clive Baxter and I've just been asked to share my story about my basic training and my early years in the British Army. I grew up in Yorkshire in a small village, 2 shops, 2 pubs, a church and a cricket club. I left school at 16 and I went straight into the British Army. I'd seen the adverts, learn a trade and see the world, so I thought that seems pretty good. So off I went into the big wide world and caught the train. It was about a 3-hour journey to Carlisle where I was going. Got off the train, met by the sergeants, and we got herded onto a truck. They were quite polite, quite pleasant, you know, come this way, you know, carry your suitcase and put you on the truck. They drove the truck inside the gates of the camp, then they shut the gates behind us and got us off the truck. And that's where the friendly attitude stopped. The first thing we learnt to do, the basic requirement, before they teach you how to use your weapon, before they teach you anything else, the first thing they do is teach you to march in step, and that really does apply to the church. You have to march in step. They're trying to mould you into a unit. It doesn't matter whether the person on your left or your right, whether you like them or dislike them, you have to work with them. But you're all there to do a job. You're all there to participate in the goals and the aims of the unit. Each squad has its own instructor. He is responsible for your welfare. I mean, he's responsible for your training, but he's responsible for your welfare as well. And that's the same way that a pastor is. I mean, the pastor is responsible for your training, he's responsible for your welfare, and he's responsible for putting you in order when you're out of order. The values are the same. I mean, you're talking about loyalty, courage, dependability, reliability, resourcefulness, knowledge of the enemy. What you learn in basic training, I mean, we call it boot camp, you call it what you like, we called it basic training when I was in, but that's all it is, it's just basic training. It doesn't equip you for any highly specialised skills, it just gives you the basics. Every time you go up a grade or a level, you go back to basics. One of the things they're looking for in basic training is, what's your character like? What's your aptitude like? What are you good at? Are you reliable? Because you can be the best shot in the world, but if you can't be relied upon to be where the action is, you're useless. And that's what they're looking for. They send you out, you do daylight exercises, and then they send you out at night. And that's a whole different ballgame. And so it is with Christian living. You can learn to fight in the daytime and you can see what's around you, but sometimes in your Christian life, you go through periods of darkness. And you have to have the ability to endure through those and deal with the conditions as they arise and keep the faith. Christian living is compared to warfare. You don't often get direct orders in church, and maybe we should. Paul talks about having authority, and I could order you to do such, but I'm not, I'm asking you. The pastor is God's man in control of that unit. And really, he has a right to expect you to play your part if you're capable. You may be asked to do things you think you can't do, but other people spot things in you that you may not know are there. That's part of the similar thing in the army. They're looking for qualities in you that you may not even know that you have, and they will then take that basic quality and train you in how to use it. You know, sometimes we have our agenda and we know what we want to do, and God will come in and he'll change it. He'll just say, no. This is where you're going. You went on leave for more than 24 hours, you had to let them know where you were. You were on instant call. So you are in Christian life, really. You're on instant call. It's a matter of being obedient to the Holy Spirit, the same way that I had to be obedient to my commanding officer. Once you'd done your 3 months, you were signed on, you were part of the unit, and that was it. There's no more getting out. You're in for the duration. You've had a complete life change, just the same as when you become a Christian. Instantly, your life changes. Fight on to the bitter end, no matter what the cost. No matter what the cost. Come what may, come hell or high water or 10 feet of snow, but just the ability to keep on going. Because in your Christian life, you'll have that. You'll have things come against you, and you'll just have to grit your teeth and get on with it.